So this is 4 years of looksmaxing advice condensed into this small, hopefully, video. And here's how I used to look. I mean, I really hate even looking at these pictures. I mean, just absolutely disgusting. And I wouldn't even consider myself very good looking. I'm still an ordinary looking guy within a very ordinary range. But I definitely improved my looks a fair bit, especially the side profile, the skin, the leanness. I'm not as lean as I was in this photo, but I think you get the picture. I certainly look a lot better than this now. And here's what I've learned over these 4 years. So make sure to lock in, take notes. Let's go. And for some context, these are some people from my school community. By the way, no pressure to join my school community. These are just some results. People have been getting surgeries. This was a 30-day transformation, surgeries. People are learning essentially how to improve their face, both non-surgically and surgically. I do believe I do have the best community and course for improving your looks that actually has people getting surgery, which is the main thing that's going to transform your face. I've said it a million times. But just so I have some credibility, you understand people are actually taking my advice and improving. So first I want to touch on diet, which, guys, diet, let me actually increase the size of my pencil here. There we are. We're going to make it a better color. Okay, a cool color. Okay, there we are. Diet is crucial. If you're trying to clear your skin, get leaner, feel better, everything about your life, diet is super important. People don't understand this. This is for general self-improvement. This is for the gym. This is for looksmaxing. The diet I'm about to suggest to you will give you clear skin, a leaner face, improved mood, optimized hormones, aka higher testosterone, the proper amount of estrogen, the proper amount of progesterone, etc. You will enter a fat burning state, and you'll have every micro and macronutrient you need covered. This is the proper human diet. This will make you look and feel better. End all be all. Okay. And if you're new to my channel, it might be a little bit surprising, but the diet I suggest is only essentially, as an adult especially, raw meat, raw butter, raw organs. Okay. Fruit seasonally. So during the summer, there's fruit traditionally. Traditionally, we had fruit around 6 to 12 weeks of the year. And if you are if you're in puberty, I recommend raw dairy. Okay. So if you're a 20-year-old man watching this, eating protein powders, eating pasta, eating garbage, I suggest you transition your diet to, at the bare minimum, cooked meat, cooked butter, cooked organs. Okay. It's hard to fit my diet into this video because there's a lot of nuances, like how often do I eat? Where do I source the food? Is raw safe? When is dairy good? What food combinations are good? Are eggs an issue? Why is dairy addictive? There's so many things. Not even trying to sell you. I have my full diet module as a part of my course, which is in the link below if you want. But I'm still trying to help you out here. Switching to, because not everyone's going to hop into this. Like, oh yeah, okay, I see this. I'm just going to next day go buy meat from the store and eat it raw. I understand that. At the bare minimum, every time you go to eat something, you want to think of an animal food. So eggs, meat, dairy. At the bare minimum. Because there's other things like organs from the store can be toxic. Certain eggs can kind of be toxic. That's why I did build a course, because I'm like, I know all this information. I can definitely help people figure out diet and just put it all there. I have like 40 sections in my course. But ideally, you do want to just be eating mostly meat. Okay? When you have sugar, I've covered this before as well, it's not going to help you lose weight or clear skin, generally. Okay? So this is when I'm locked in fully, which I have been lately. This is what I'm eating. Meat, butter, and organs, raw. Okay? And listen, I'm telling you, for example, these people, they're at the bare minimum. I think this guy, David from my school, he did use cooked meat, but he only ate meat for 30 days. This is his result. He didn't count calories. He didn't starve. You can do cooked. If you do cook your meat, I suggest you cook it rare. So just an outside sear. Okay, I do suggest you do that. And yeah, that's my diet. Here's an example meal of the summer. Avocados, meat, tomatoes. In the winter, I wouldn't really put in the fruit. And even nowadays in the summer, I'm not really even doing much fruit recently because I am trying to get a bit leaner. So yeah, that's just an example. I have high quality raw meat. For me, it's cool. I don't go to the store and really buy raw meat. I've done it before, but I buy it from a farm, and it's like sushi grade beef, if that makes sense. Like, it literally tastes like almost sushi. It's amazing. And you feel amazing, you look better. Yeah, I have other videos on the channel if you're more interested, like my full nutrition blueprint for this diet. So we'll move on. Again, in 30 days following the diet. More tips on getting leaner. Follow the diet, obviously. Another underrated one, walk 10,000 steps a day. Because as we know, getting leaner is a tenet of looksmaxing, lowering your body fat. So when you walk a lot, okay, and specifically walking, not running, you are shredding fat, but you are not raising your appetite, okay? The people who do jogging or running, zone 2 cardio, they are raising their appetite. So they burn, let's say we use calories, right? Even though calories aren't really accurate completely. Let's say you burn 700 calories, but through jogging. Then you're going to have an appetite for 700 more calories, typically. Maybe a bit less, maybe you burn a little bit extra. But when you do, let's say, 30,000 steps in a day, it barely affects your appetite, but you're burning a ton more energy, okay? I have a friend who walks 50,000 steps in some days, and he is shredding fat. This is huge. When you combine this with the diet, no carbohydrates, just meat, butter, and organs, and you're walking a lot, you're shredding. Prioritize the zero carbohydrate. Again, you enter a fat burning state, ketosis. An underrated thing, sunlight right when you wake up. When you get sunlight in the morning, it regulates your hunger hormones, okay? It manages something called ghrelin and leptin. And then also, something this is kind of more nuanced, people know about this, the enzymes that help you turn fat into ketones are circadian dependent. So what this means in simple terms is if your circadian rhythm is off when you go to bed, when you wake up, which is basically dictated by the sun, if this is off, you will be less efficient at actually burning your own body fat. This is really important, and people do not understand this. So getting sunlight right when you wake up is super important, okay? Also wearing blue light blocking glasses at night. That's going to help you nail in your sleep and optimize your hormones. Your sleep is very important for hormones. And then if you want, I have a fat cycling, full extreme fat loss strategy in my community. You do not have to join my community. I'm just throwing it out there if you want. This is my extreme fat loss strategy with every single thing there is to help you sustainably lose body fat without counting calories, without feeling hungry. You basically follow this protocol for 30 days and get back to me. You will be very, very debloated and lean. There you are. Third, more on the sun. Okay, another tenet of looksmaxing. Tan, that's the first benefit, as we can see. It is rated as more attractive. If you guys are still scared of the sun is helping you synthesize vitamin D, which is conducive to high testosterone. It is making your skin tone more attractive. It is regulating your circadian rhythm. It's helping you burn fat more easily. The sun, the fact it's been demonized by some people, the sun is the holy grail of all life. Plants use it to photosynthesize. Every animal is exposed to it. We are naturally exposed to it. It is helping our hormones, it's just everything. And it's crazy that people are brainwashed to think the sun is the issue, not the toxic shit we're putting in our bodies, which makes us react negatively to the sun. The sun is your best friend if you are healthy. I'll tell you that. Okay? Hormone optimization, hunger hormone signaling, fat burning. Okay, I could put that there. Okay? Point is, yeah. Here's my rough guidelines if you're healthy. An hour or more a day if white, 2 or more hours a day if you're mixed, and 4 or more hours if you're black. That's how much sunlight exposure I recommend. Don't sleep on this one. Once you follow this diet, you follow those tips to get lean, you start getting some sun exposure, those 3 things alone, you're going to see huge benefits in your looks. 100%. And how you feel. Your whole fucking life, dude. I'm telling you. When you start getting sun, eating properly, getting that movement in the form of steps, those first 3 steps, rewatch the video if you have to, that is going to lock you in. Promise you that. Next, we have some unnatural methods, I suppose you could say, for your eyebrows and eyelashes, okay? So the first thing I want to show you how to do is improve density through something called minoxidil and a dermapen. Here are some before and afters of these methods. Before, after, before, after. This guy also tinted his black, which we'll get to in a second. Basically, put minoxidil if you have thin eyebrows or you want more dense eyebrows. Put topical minoxidil on your eyebrows every morning, every night. It comes in a foam variant. You can get this on Amazon. Minoxidil, very good product, very proven. It's clinically very proven. Here are the results you're going to see. Then once a week, get a derma stamp or a derma pen, and you want to stamp your eyebrows. And this is not the healthiest thing because it is a metal stamp you're putting on your face. Is there going to be some heavy metals? Maybe a little bit. Not good in that regard, but it does, again, stimulate hair growth. Okay, so if you have lacking eyebrow density or want more, minoxidil derma pen. Next, this is an easy looksmaxing cheat code, okay? Ordinary lash serum, every morning, every night. It costs like 20 bucks. You can put it on your eyebrows too. Here's a nice result. The length of the eyelashes, as you guys can see. It's a nice little boost in density and length. It's like a very cheap product. Slap that on your eyebrows and eyelashes every morning and night. Then lastly, black dye for eyelashes and eyebrows. So once you've used minoxidil in the derma stamp and once you've used ordinary lash serum, you're going to have thicker and denser eyelashes and eyebrows. What you want to do from there is dye them black. Okay, just like this example here. You can use this kit. There's a kit I like to recommend. I have it in my Looksmaxing and health community as well. Linked is the looksmaxx kit. It's a very good kit. And yeah, helps you improve your eyebrows a fair bit. These 3 steps, simple things, will just help you improve your eyelashes and eyebrows, which again, I mean, depending on your starting place, if you follow this entire guide that I've gone through so far, you're going to be getting leaner, tanner, your skin's going to be looking better, your eyes, eyebrows, and eyelashes will be looking better. These things will add up to notable improvements. And by the way, if you think you're lean, you're definitely not as lean as you think you are. You're definitely like 90% of people who think they're 10 to 12% body fat are not 10 to 12% body fat. I'm telling you that. So yeah. Next, we're looking at tallmanshoes.com, and I'm not sponsored. This is just one of the best shoe lift sites I've seen. By the way, the 5th tip is shoe lifts. Wear them if you're short. So this site, tallmanshoes.com, has boosts from 2 to over 4 inches in height. Okay, so let's look at their 3.8 inch, for example. Look through here. They have the insoles, which I don't recommend. I actually recommend you get the actual shoes. To be honest with you guys, this looks like a normal enough, maybe my face cam could be covering it. This looks like a normal enough like sports shoe, I suppose. And this is gaining you 3.8 inches of height. And I'm assuming they just factor in the standards around 1 inch. So you'll be 2.8 inches taller than you were in like Air Force Ones, maybe 2.6 inches taller. Which, by the way, the bell curve of height is extremely brutal. Okay, so if you're like towards the middle of the bell curve and you get some tallman shoes, tallmanshoes.com, you go up 2 inches. That's huge. Like 5'10" to 6 foot in real life, it's huge. So this is my easy recommendation. No surgery needed. If you're anything below 6'4", I recommend you wear shoe lifts. No reason not to. Even if you're 6'2", why not wear them to 6'4" and stand out even more? That's what I recommend. Now, my 6th tip is prioritize high ROI procedures. If you don't know, ROI is return on investment. Okay, so we see with this lady right here. She had horrible eyes, to be honest with you. These are really bad eyes. She got a canthoplasty or pexia. It's impossible to distinguish from this alone. Point is, she had a huge flaw. She sought out what are my biggest flaws on my face. She got it fixed. So basically, my point with this is, you know, there's other things you can do. I was just laying out the tenets in this video in terms of soft maxing. Follow the last 5 tips. Get your shoe lifts, take care of your eyelashes and eyebrows, take care of your diet, get your sun exposure, do your steps, do all of that. Then do all the soft maxing you possibly can. Optimize your hairstyle. You know, is facial hair good for you or no? What's your face shape? How does that relate to what hairstyle you should wear, etc. Then do look into what are your biggest flaws Can they be surgically corrected for a good price and result, and then act on it? If you want to ascend, if you want to really look better, then that's your answer. With this, for example. Another example, this was a double jaw surgery. She had a below average profile, and now she looks like almost a model tier profile. This guy, he got a genioplasty. He had a lacking chin and vertical height. Honestly, it was dang near a perfect genioplasty case. Okay? Huge improvement. This is the type of stuff, these people, they actually ascended. There it is, there's no questioning it. And I'm going to do this myself as well. And if you're still struggling with your looks and health, just like I was, not that I'm the best looking guy now, but I certainly improved a fair bit compared to this. This is disgusting. And I look a lot better now, especially when I get leaner. Okay, you guys will see. Then I can help you inside my private community if you are struggling with your looks and health. Okay, and I am pitching you right now. This is a paid product, but I actually do want to help you. I think a lot of you could definitely benefit from this. What you get inside my private community is one-on-one DM support. If you have questions about food, questions about your face rating on my scale, how to measure your face, what procedures or softmaxing would be good for you, what hairstyle would be good for you, you can DM me. Again, on the weekly coaching calls, every Sunday, 2 p.m. EST, I have one tomorrow. Okay, I'm there for hours. I pull up people's faces on screen. It's private. We all give custom advice to each other. Okay, I give you advice. We measure your face if we have to, give you custom advice to improve. That's the whole point. And then a community where, again, you can post to the community. People can help you out. You can help other people out. We're all talking about interesting things. We're all like-minded. And on top of those things, you get all my modules: eyelashes, eyebrows, diet, eyes, height, jaw, skin, hair. My fat loss strategy, how to rate facial attractiveness. This is for month 3 members. You get all my facial ratios and a guide on how to do it. Sleep mastery, physique. I mean, all these modules, you can look through them. And yeah, so you can just stop wasting time and actually follow the Face IQ system, which has gotten people these results, helping people actually surgery max, soft max 30 days, or surgery maxing. Helped me. I've lost 14 pounds in the last month and a half, include my acne. You can pause and read if you want. So yeah, my community is $19 right now. For now, it's $19. If you want, you can click the link down below, and I will see you guys inside. Okay, I have a call tomorrow at 2 p.m. Sunday, which is, I'm going to post this today. So yeah, tomorrow. And 2 p.m. EST, please do join up and ask me any questions. We always have a good time in there as well. And yeah, I'll see you guys inside the community. Check out all the modules, the community, and the calls. Hope this video helped you. Please rewatch it if you have to just make sure you nail all the points. And I hope this helped you out, guys. Peace.